Spicy stew. Yes, beef, tomatoes, peppers.
I already know what this means. You put your fork in, you hit it, it falls apart. A big hug to everyone. Today is Izmir. By the way, you recommended Zahir Usta, this place. On my way to Izmir, I wrote on Instagram about where to go. At least 50 Zahir Usta came. I looked inside to see what it was. It's a place. I mean, he has a counter. There's a lot of stuff. There's doner kebab too. It's an industrial delicacy. This must be Shamdibi. Shamdibi is industrial. It's an industrial restaurant, an artisan restaurant. I think I've seen 30 milk dishes in there except for doner kebab. Come on, darling, let's start.
Good morning, take it easy. Good morning, Mr. Ayan, welcome. I say good morning, but I think you started the day 5 or 6 hours ago. I think it's been more than 5 or 6 hours. We made up the time.
I visited the counter first before I went in. I mean, to prepare all these products, like you said.
You have to start in the early hours. We start early in the early hours of the day, but it is very easy for us. So we have no difficulty in doing these things. We do them with love and affection. Kansan, can you tell us a little about the story of Zain Usta? Zain Usta, I am the son-in-law of Zain Usta's son, by the way. Zain Usta is my wife's grandfather. They started this business with meatballs in 1965. Then, about 10 years later, they got into stews. Our late master Mustafa, our first master, may God have mercy on him. By the way, we remember all our masters who contributed. They started with chili, and gradually our food varieties increased. We have 15, 20 more varieties that are not visible here. We intersperse them from time to time. Do the products change every day? 70% of them are fixed. For example, we have a spicy stew. It is impossible to change it. We add portions to it every day. Spicy stew. Yes, beef, tomatoes, peppers. That's how it is, but it has a special sauce.
Brother.
We never use spices in any of our dishes. No spices at all. We don't use any spices because spices spoil the color of the food with tomato paste.
I didn't know that, by the way.
Yes, I didn't know that because I tried it.
That's
food
cool.
left on the stove, especially black pepper. When we add black pepper, the food with tomato paste turns black. Try it and see. Yes, it is.
I see something over there. It looks like a bomb.
Liver roll.
Oh, thank you. Shirt grease.
We call it stuffed pilaf with lots of liver wrapped in imlek darba. Here we have roasting with butter. We roast it in the oven for 4 hours, then we don't add any water at all. It's all the meat's own juice. It is good. Yours.
On special.
We have this. We have chili stew. We have tandoori. We do tandoori differently. Nobody makes it like this. We fat the lamb from the arm. We strip the fat from the arm. We take the bone. We use the fat for doner. We make it from the meat. We make it soft. Yes, we do. So what's Aegean? There's not much that's Aegean. I mean, since it's usually a steakhouse, we only make Şevketi Boston, which is unique to the Aegean. Yes, we do. Olive oil is usually one kind or maximum two kinds. We are usually meat-oriented. That's good. I also saw a doner, grilled meatball doner. Here you go. I've got it there too. It's the early bird place. Here you go. We have doner here now. We have grilled meatballs. We have grilled meatballs. We have doner. Let our master Kerim tell you about
Hello,
it.
Mr. Kerim. It's easy. Come on in.
Our doner is just like a leaf doner. We mix it with the water. Yes, it is. We make it into a test for a student. We've been eating it all day long.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our meatballs are the same.
We make them with lamb and beef ribs. Calf ribs, lamb ribs. There's no chance of it being flavorless. Exactly the same. See the old meatballs.
Our meatballs are big.
We're waiting for everyone. Thank you. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. Now, Maestro, what shall we do? We'd like to taste the flavors a little at a time.
Of course, it's early. It's a good time for us. Which ones?
Your specialties. I think we should go from there. This is the only one.
You bought it? Chili's a whole other thing. I'll show you your porcona. We get asked a lot. Let me ask about the prices.
Speaking of which.
Of course, we sell veal for 50 liras. That's the way it is. You know, the costs are very high. We only use meat. We have nothing but meat. I mean, over 200 grams of meat probably went in there. 250 to 300 grams of raw meat. Yes. That's not really in the language because the costs are high because of that. Here you are. I can give you the chuck. It's a legendary flavor and aroma. Let's use a big plate.
Make sure we pick it up off the floor. It looks so
I'll
good.
give it to you. Gerdan is a crispy flavor. I'll show you.
A wonderful aroma. I want to show you this. The moment he touched it, now you can imagine.
You'll feel the flavor when you taste it. One. Give it to the table. And a liver sarma Ayhan Bey.
It's like this. Why don't you open it up and we'll show you? Sure.
Of course, of course, of course. Let's do it like this. Let's use it backwards.
That's fine.
Spicy. This is the dish where we only use spices.
Thank you.
Zucchini. I see a pumpkin dessert. We baked the pumpkin dessert in the oven, brewing. It's fried. And a tahini, lots of walnuts. We'll serve it to you like this. Okay, 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 okay.
Average, 50 liras. So how can they find this place?
How can they find this place? Google Zain Usta. Ask whoever they want. We're at the foot of Ataturk's sad. Did they say Zain Usta when they came to this place? Everyone guides them. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ayhan.
We're moving
Good
to
health
the table.
to you.
Thank you very much. We've come across a very nice table. I mean this one. I love this shirt oil thing. There's no way a dish with that oil in it can't be delicious. I'm telling you straight out. I'll take the small outer fat. I don't recommend it for people with high cholesterol. This is what I'm going to have. All the time, by the way. I've been covering my cholesterol reading. Nothing, by the way. It's a special dish. First of all, that liver, that fat. The weight doesn't come at all, clearly. Probably because of those herbs. I don't like to eat. I'm saying it's a clean meal. It's very good. And the flavor is top notch. We'll go out somewhere else today. I told Ines, we'll eat wherever you go. Warn me from time to time. But how could I not eat such a good dish, right? Now let's move on to the specialty of the place. More precisely, the most specialty. Imagine a piece of meat that falls apart in your mouth. The sauce is already hot. When you take the peppers with it, you can feel the heat. Ideal for spicy lovers like me. We go to a lot of steakhouses. Cooking food. Mastery is important here, yes, but even more important is the choice of meat. I mean, if you go to the butcher, he will give you meat for 50 liras. I'm telling you, in this market, he will also give you meat for 90 liras. If you choose to eat, your products will be much better. Look, I mean, those who know, those who are close to this business, they already know what it means, You see, you hit it with a fork and it falls apart. Look at that. You donor? Donor with good fat content. I like it. Thanks, I'm listening.
It's sweet.
Now the quality of the meat, they read with the choice of meat. There is not too much spice in the donor. You can taste the meat, it's like this. And one sweet one with the cooked onion. Let's make a square. It's cooked onions. It won't stink, right?
With an ending. This place.
That's why I like it better. We brought it to the zucchini right away. If there is a zucchini dessert somewhere, especially the ones that are not Hatay style but made in this way. For example, I've had it in Dakar, I've had it in Antalya. I want it immediately because it turns into something very delicious and special. You know, this is the most similar, beautiful form of zucchini, especially that dessert shop. Let's end this place with a sweet ending.
Okay.
We got 3 of their specialties. This dish is absolutely delicious because they like spicy anyway. It's very good. The quality of the meat, the sauce is immaculate. When you take your time, it feels so good with the oil and everything. I love this. I'll eat it anywhere. The difference here is the herb used. It takes all the weight of the liver and fat. It has become more delicious. That spice also has a nice texture. I won't tell you about this meat. You already saw me cutting it. The doner kebab was also delicious. Make sure you try the pumpkin dessert. There are diagnostic dishes. Probably every time I come to Izmir, I will come and try a different flavor because there are a lot of things. Slowly I will end the video. Thank you for watching me. Subscribe if you are still not subscribed. See you in the new videos below. Stay there.